I'm reading some of the comments. Why did the dude who knocked off the antenna just ride off into the distance? I'm not real sure. I guess they tried to make it look like, he was zooming in and doing something clever and then getting out of there. Now, for anyone watching, we're going to burn through a review for Fear the Walking Dead and then The Walking Dead World Beyond. And, wait, there was something else I wanted to mention first. Anyway, so we're going to do quick reviews of those, and, well, kind of quick. And then the rest of the stream will be feedback from you guys going back and forth about your opinions about these 2 episodes. Now, I did put straw polls down below. Let me go ahead and copy and paste those real quick in the comment box. That way, if you're already in the comment box, you could just click it and go straight to it. Let me know if you can hear me good, see me good. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, good. I did turn on the mic like a genius. Yo, look at my new clipboard, yo. Ha! Actually, I think it goes this way. I found a clear clipboard. John sent me a Michael Myers decal. I seen a clear clipboard when I was getting my daughter's school supplies. And often I do a lot of notes and a lot of writing on a clipboard. I broke one and I haven't replaced it in like a year. So I saw that and I thought, that's perfect. So I got Michael there on the inside, and since it's see-through, it won't scratch it all to hell. I just had to show that off. I don't know. That look cool as shit. Look at his bum. You'll get it, James Sway. Look at you trying to make a cool name when you just a bum, bitch. Anyhow, let me share this. I'm not in Discord. If someone can share the stream in Discord for some reason, it won't let me bring up Discord when I have OBS. There was some type of update, and it keeps trying to auto-connect my microphone or camera, one of them, and it won't let me open them both up while I'm streaming. So anyway, in a minute, we're going to give it one more minute, and we'll dive into the review. Again, you got straw polls in the comment box. One more thing, Doomsday Kingdom is getting delivered tomorrow as long as UPS stays on track. I'm getting 17 boxes, 30 pounds a box. We're getting over 400 pounds of books dropped off tomorrow. If you're interested in Doomsday Kingdom, now is the time, because we're going to start shipping tomorrow. I will make a video and I will go over specifically who's going to see shipments first and how does that break down. I'll give you guys a little idea, because the first thing I'm going to tackle, international orders that have to get sent to the UK, because that way I send it and then it's in the mail, and then I can focus on USA orders. So Doomsday Kingdom, links are in the description. Let me know, or you can go to Indiegogo, look up Doomsday Kingdom. This means if you're late to the party, or if you've been waiting around, you could just go, shit, go on there, order it. You still get all the free goodies, and your order will ship as soon as I get done shipping the orders that were already in. So now we're at that moment where my nervousness is like up to here, because I don't know if you know anything about printing, but if something happens that's wrong, you eat it pretty much. So I'm nervous as hell, but I'm excited as hell to get my book in hands. All right. Now let's dive into the episode. This isn't going to be so much as an amazing review, considering I wasn't blown away with Fear the Walking Dead this week. I've been excited, surprisingly, by Fear the Walking Dead with this current season. I think there's a lot of improvements, but this season kind of hit a rough patch. I'll have to say there's some of the directing and camera choices, the cinematography in this episode. There was some moments that, thank you very much, Nikki, for buying a copy this week. I appreciate it, and I'm very proud of it, and I hope you love it. Now, there's some, Sherry is mad hot. There's some stuff that visually looked good, and it was on fire. However, there's just some iffy stuff. First off, it felt like it's stalling the plot. We've seen this time and time again with The Walking Dead. Second off, there's some clunky aspects to it. All the time, this is a little thing, but all the fucking time they do this in post-apocalyptic stories where, people just don't really care about food. It's kind of like, there it is. He makes her some eggs and they're about to eat. You would think priority would be like, okay, get some protein in you, get some food in you. Not that type of protein, you sick perverts. But anyway, get something in you and then move on to telling Dwight about this group that you're with. Nope, he brings out food and they kiss and then she leaves. And we got a weird, clunky strange. Like they kidnap him and then they dangerously, mind you, he's got an axe, and then they take him to another location and then put guns on him, and then she comes out of the blue with the mask. That whole scenario was cringe. Just terrible, just bad. I mean, it was at the point where as it's happening, I'm like, oof, this isn't going in a good direction. This is stupid, you know? They should have just said, yo, this is what's going on. Or she should have just said. Having this whole thing set up where he walks away and then they put a bag over his head, they snatch him up. I know why it's done. We all know why they did it. For us, it's artificial excitement. And for a lot of fans, it's going to rub them the wrong way. I noticed it almost immediately because we know, oh, Sherry goes off and she's snatched up. Now, I don't know if there was anything that triggered this earlier, but knowing that we're going to get these masked characters in this episode and then Sherry's new and she's in this episode, it's kind of like, well, it'd be weird if they didn't even know each other, you know? So the moment she walked away, I kind of had this vibe that it was going to go down exactly how it goes down. But not only that, it only plays out just to give us this false sense of something exciting happening when there was nothing in it. She should have just turned around and been like, yo, or they should have wrote it a new way where it unfolded in an exciting manner. They try to play it off by having another person that knew Dwight come over and he's like, nah. This whole part where they got, two of the guys with masks saying, nah, look, remember me, whoop-de-whoop. But that whole moment where Sherry comes down the scene, yeah, he punches this guy. Just bad. Yeah, I don't know. It's just cringy and terrible. And then the rest wasn't even too bad. Okay, so they're going to hit this armored truck. They do hit it. It does work. I'm kind of fine with how it played out. Some of it felt like it would have been a little stronger and more exciting if the guy in the truck was just blowing them off as if, what are you guys going to do? You roll up on me on horses? I mean, what the fuck are you going to do? So having him get a little nervous here and there kind of threw it off a bit. I felt like for a fan, it would have had a bigger punch if the guy was totally overconfident and it might have flowed a little better. And he was essentially just playing around with them like, you guys aren't going to do shit. You know, you're not going to do anything to this truck. You're not going to penetrate it whatsoever. So Dwight gets in there. I honestly thought they were going to do something cool where when they open the door to shoot the guns, they have to sneak in through the port where the guns are. I for a moment, I was getting excited thinking they were going to do something crazy cool like that. They kind of did, but it was like just a touch less exciting. But I thought they were going to throw something, get it stuck in the thing, and then the guy starts to go, or no, you know what? Maybe he wouldn't even, because it'd be loud and clunky. He wouldn't even notice. So then you get someone to slip in, and that's how it pops off. The guy runs off, and Morgan shows up and snatches him up. I like this. I'm a little frustrated between even the little meeting here. Again, I like all that. Except for the moment where they have all this internal conflict. That's where you started losing me. One of my favorite lines, though, is when they throw the blood on the guy. And he's like, bro, if you kill me, you have nothing. And he's like, that's not true. I have a happy dog or something like that. I don't know. The Austin Emilio, who plays Dwight, did a good job with that. So they go back and forth and they have this internal argue. And for me, it just pushed it over. It felt like the good old style of Hollywood writing. Conflict is king. Conflict is king. If you have two characters on the screen and you don't have much else popping off, they have to disagree. It felt ridiculous. Part of the disagreement where they said, no, it's not the right time to attack. I got this other thing going on. Let's work on it. They started pulling me in with that. I started feeling like, okay, that was a good argument. But then it went to the whole next level. And then the whole double, triple cross stuff felt like they were really trying to get us excited for some dumb shit. Just like, oh no, Dwight betrayed Morgan and them. Oh no, Sherry betrayed Dwight, who betrayed Morgan and them. It's like, nah, bro, you're just trying too hard. Again, it's not done terrible, though. Like, the dialogue, it's not terrible. There's some flaws. Even the storytelling, the cinematography, the camera angles, it's definitely good and acceptable. It's still on a better level than it has been. It's just the story I felt overall was a bit weak. This whole stuff with Sherry and them, I do like a lot of the concept, about the connections between Sherry, Dwight, and their story, the connections previously with Negan, where she started saying, "No, he can't keep getting away with this." Some of that shit was like on the money. Where concept-wise, I can see how this was a solid idea originally to piece this episode together. I just think when they fully fleshed it out and it became this episode, there's just way too many flaws for me to consider this a good one. I think this one is probably, in my opinion, from just an okay, like lingering around an okay. The end was frustrating. What else did we leave off? Yeah, we came back to these people. I don't even know who they are. And then they went off to Morgan's new encampment. Two final things, and then we'll move on to World Beyond real quick. Actually, let me shout out the $5 dono from Mark Adams. Thank you very much for the dono. I'm loving Fear the Walking Dead. Virginia is under someone who is him. I want Negan in Fear. You know what? If you're talking about the same scene that I'm talking about, I think that was how I interpreted it. It was Sherry having a breakdown with Negan on her mind. Meaning that Virginia is like a stand-in for a Negan-type character. And I don't think there's another him. I think Virginia is high up as it goes. If there is a surprise and I missed it and I didn't hear it right and there is someone higher up, I mean, that might make more sense why people aren't turning on her and just yada, yada, yada. Now, back to the two final things that I came away from with this episode. The two main points of contention. One, this already feels... let me rewind it. It's dumb to have them with the zombies. They did a fake Dwight zombie and a fake Al zombie. I just think that's dumb. Not because they did the zombies, but because they turned them into zombies and let them loose. And I'm sitting back thinking, yo, those zombies could walk anywhere. Who's to say Virginia's even going to find them? I know they played it off by saying, oh, there was a patrol. I'm not buying any of that shit. It was dumb. You should have had them set up as if they were captured and killed on the road, but kept them tied up and somewhat contained in an area. Then I would buy that. I'd be like, oh, all right. Obviously they're patrolling the roads. They always do it like clockwork. They will find these and put them down, and they will recognize it because they got the zombies have the equipment on them. Back to the two things. Oh yeah, look at that. The symbol too, by the way, the infinity symbol, the symbol that Sherry leaves for whatchamacallit? What is... you know what? I missed that. Is that a sign for somebody to go find them? Because it's clearly in the shot now. I might have missed that. So that's Sherry's symbol right here. And then is that a symbol for people to go that direction? Who wrote that? These people are in the thing? Who's in there? Wait. Because Dwight jumps down. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch that. Can someone explain why there's an arrow? It's like they're leading them towards Morgan, but is that a sign for somebody else? Anyhow, little moment I might have missed it. The 2 points of contention. This feels like another version of Season 7. I mean, think about it. We have these little communities and little pockets of people and settlements that are connecting together to fight one main villain that's similar to Negan. We're doing it all over again. The same thing. Dwight wrote it. I could see Sherry writing this, but what's with the arrow? Did they mention why the arrow is in there? Is it a heads up for somebody to show up? And the other point of contention is real similar to the fact that we're getting The Walking Dead Season 7 over again. Is just the point that it's a lot of this is really similar. No, guys, no. I know that. Why is it on the truck though? If it's only, I know the old meaning. I know what an infinity symbol means, and I you don't got to give me definitions. But why is it there? I know about how they put it on the letters. When I look at this, maybe it means nothing, but I get the feeling that someone is saying go that way, But I know that's their symbols. But are they trying to tell somebody else to go this way? The arrows point to so Sherry can find Dwight. Where's Sherry? Isn't she with them? Did they split up? Maybe that's what I'm missing. Okay, so Sherry is with Directing to the Road. All right, so that's Sherry. That's what I missed. So Sherry is still with the people with the masks. So then Sherry's going to come back, find the truck, and know to head that way. All right, gotcha. Because I knew it was their symbols, but I wasn't sure if this was a thing where Virginia would eventually find the truck or somebody in her crew. And it would be one of those things where it was meant for Sherry, but Virginia finds it later and it leads them right where she was. You know what I mean? She yelled at him to bounce. I think I forget that. Because they were yelling at each other to bounce every time. All the time. You know what? I think you're right. Because I think when they went through this argument here, I zoned out. Yeah, I think that was part of the problem. I zoned the fuck out. I can't stand these couples fighting all the time shit. Here's the thing though. Again, I think this was just a okay episode. And it's weird. It wasn't that it was done poorly. Acting, directing, sound effects, visuals. It wasn't that brought it down for me. It was the overall structure of the story and what was in the actual story that brought it down for me. You can have a story that just isn't overly exciting, that's still done really, really well, you know? So that's it when it comes to, let me paste this. That's it when it comes to Fear the Walking Dead. That was way too long. Let's burn through The World Beyond. Don't forget, go and vote. You could go vote for this episode and the brand new World Beyond episode. I put them in the comment box now. They talk about Negan in that fight. You got to go back and watch. I'll go back and watch it later. I'm not going to do it on stream. I did catch some of it, but sometimes when the bickering goes back and forth and you lose my interest, I'll zone in on certain pieces. Like I remember that point where she grabs his face and she's all crying. But some of that other stuff before that, it just was like, it was like melted away. Another, I don't know. Some of it gets a little tricky. All right, so Shadow Puppets. World Beyond, Shadow Puppets, dog shit episode, terrible, corny. Some of the stuff I didn't mind directing wise. I know Michael Cutlitz, I believe I saw the Michael Cutlitz is the one who directed this episode. He might have done Fear, but I'm pretty sure it was World Beyond. So yeah, they run into this dude who's sketchy right from the rip. It's a weird thing, and then he leads them over. Now here's where you lose me. If you go back and rewatch it, a lot of the ideas, the initial ideas for what to do. Now, keep in mind, this guy has a master plan that he does all the time. He shows up with this group, and it's the people, the new group, that call the next, like, shot to, or, they call the next move to make, which is identical to the trickster's plan. And it all just boils down to the trickster tricking them and then coming back for them in just a really lazy and stupid way. I couldn't stand it. Anyway, you saw it coming a mile away with him full of shit. They go up to the body, and the way they do it, I don't know. There was something about the way they pulled the body out. Something was like, are you going to check if he's dead? You going to check what kind of wound it is? It's like glossing over some of this shit. It makes you sense that something is up. It's definitely sus. So this whole time I'm thinking, all right, so these guys are going to get robbed, and then they're going to find a new way, or they're going to have to reroute. Something's going to get jacked up. Maybe this is the way to stall it for next season. But essentially, bro, I opened the window to get some fresh air, and I think I smell a skunk. Motherfucker. So, yeah, it was just stupid. It was just dumb. There was a real cool zombie pop here. Where was it at? Yeah, they hop in and they pop the head off of this zombie. Yeah, check this out. Oh, are you shitting me? Bam. I don't know why it messed up. So they get the truck. Do a trick with a ball. Everyone's all pissy. She's all pissy. Everyone, I don't know. It's just terrible, man. And this too, it's not, when you look at it, it's not like it's poorly done. I think for the director, sound guy, zombies, a lot of that stuff does look good. For me, it's that type of story that's just, it's not even worth picking apart. That's when you know it's bad. And again, if you love it, you love it. Have at it. I just think it's an absolute waste. Some of these ideas might not be too bad. Like the guy who does the puppet show. I just wish they had a more interesting story. And the theme song, oddly enough, I'll be real with you, I think the theme song, when you listen to it over and over again, it has some real promise to it. It's just, the whole thing's not worth talking about, except the very last scene where it's another, how bad is this? They gotta put in these after credits 10-second clips of what fans actually want to know about. I just can't fathom the thought process and going, this is what fans really want to know about, but let's do like 10 seconds at a time. You know what? I can fathom, because it actually takes a ton of work figuring out how to intertwine the Rick stuff, get Rick and all that story together. So instead of committing to anything, they give these little snippets. Think about everything we've seen over the past, ever since Rick left. Everything we've seen and all the little hints, it is almost everything that we've predicted the day Rick bounced. When people were saying, A and B means, alive and dead. Essentially, they're doing experiments. It took us years for them to go, yeah, that's what it was. And they expect us to go, oh, man. I know a lot of people last week were talking about the cure and immunities and shit like that. Well, guess what? In the end here, she pulls out this binder. Something gets her to, I forget what it was. Something gets her to look. And she pulls out this binder. And sure enough, it says it's something about being immune, right? What to know in the age of the unknown. Nebraska State University Genetic Research Laboratory. I didn't read that part before. But immunology. Am I not reading that right? Immunology. Why the fuck does it feel like a tongue twister? It shouldn't be. I saw that as, this is leading down that path of an immunity. Now, here's the thing. They did show the drawing of the two sisters, and I can already see fans going, because the girl on the phone was like, hey, the two sisters are on their way. There's some sort of conversation about the sisters being on their way. And you got the picture here. You got the book, the immune shit. I kind of feel like they want to tease us that it's one of the sisters or both of the sisters. Some of that shit, again, I know fans have been squawking about the cure and somebody being immune and all this other shit for years now. In my opinion, I feel like once you bring in the cure, it's the end of the show. It's the death of the show. It's the beginning of the end of the show. And I have a number of reasons for that, but in all reality, they can incorporate that, yet stall it out so much to where we can still have another 20 years of The Walking Dead. Different shows or reboots, yada, 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 whatever you want to do. But the reason why I think it's stupid if the girls are immune, let me just knock that out right now, is because if the girls are important for anything that's going on, why would you risk them on their own out there? Just none of that makes any sense. Now, when you take immunity and you put it in the storyline, we have to think of another thing. I know some people have messaged me about it, but they just didn't think about how wide that scope is. You can have immunity for people getting bit and not turn, But think about it. You're not going to reverse the people who are already dead and turn. You'll never reverse that. So if there is an immunity storyline, it has to be from people, excuse me, who from this point forward will never turn into a zombie. That means you don't really have to worry about bites aren't a death sentence. People dying don't turn. When you think about how interesting that is for the storyline in and of itself, for me it's just not. I mean, it's just not. I don't know. Maybe I'm stuck on this whole bias towards not enjoying a cure and immunity type storyline. I just don't see how it plays an interesting role. Again, take into consideration what I'm saying here. It means whoever dies, whether you're shot, stabbed, you have a heart attack, and whether you get bit, because a bite doesn't turn you. You dying from an infected bite wound is what turns you, because everyone who dies turns. So it just means that people who die will not turn into zombies. You see what I'm saying? Imagine The Last of Us. People getting bit, the bite itself turns you into a creature. It turns you into an infected. The bite itself. So you can get bit and a cordyceps shit is running through. If you get an immunity, if there's a cure, bang, you get bit and it starts taking you over, done. But an immunity in The Walking Dead would be like, you get bit and it's like taking antibiotics. Oh, your bite's not going to kill you. Oh, you don't turn. It's, I don't know. You help me see the light in why an immunity storyline would be interesting at all. Help me see that light. Unless they're going to go a clever way with it where they're going to use the immunity, an immunity scenario to go to other communities and let them know that they can live in peace and build and be more prosperous, because if we have this antidote, no one in your community will turn if they die. Then it becomes less about a storyline with an immunity as opposed to moving toward something where it's more about the interaction with communities. It's more about protecting what you've got and, along that lines. But you guys let me know. Now, let me get this off the screen. Oh, fuck. Shut up, bitch. I'm going to put the straw poll in the comment box one last time. You guys can vote down below. Let me move this over here. Paste that on there. Let me open this up a bit. Ah, fuck. Are you shitting me? Why did it do that? There we go. Alright, now let's do that. Alright, let me move this over her. Sorry, Bish. I don't think there's any interesting except picture-wise. We'll pull up the straw polls. I'm too big for that. But you guys got a few more minutes, and then we'll vote on... Yeah, there's just nothing here. I'll put this up on the thing. I'm going to set a timer at 11:05. You got 4 minutes. Go and vote for both episodes right now. And then I'm going to check the straw poll. We got any questions towards me? You got to @MakePath Presents. It'll highlight them, or do the super chat, and then I'll be able to see you. What's up, Ronnie? What's up, Immortal? In its defense, he pretended to be shot in the head. He had the fake bullet lodged in his head thing going on. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, because he does the thing. He peeled it off at the end when he was doing yada, yada, yada. I think it might have been just the way they filmed it then. For them, they probably knew, but when I was watching it, the way they filmed it where it was just kind of, I don't know. Something was off. I'd have to go back and rewatch it, to be honest. But when they took him out, something was off. And I remember thinking, yo, what about the dude? Like, check the dude. He doesn't even seem dead. There's just something off. And maybe it was just the way they were handling him. I don't get into melodrama either. Did you watch the apocalyptic series Jason Momoa called C? No. I never even heard of that, to be honest. World Beyond is a shite show. I need to be drunk to watch it. Yeah. Getting bit by a zombie would still suck. They can still rip you to shreds and give you a nasty disease. Yes, very true. Getting bit would still be, shitty. I mean, it would suck. Let me move this over a touch because it is kind of far. Oh, Mark Adams with another dono holding it down. Thank you very much for that support, homie. Laugh out loud. I just figured why I watch World Beyond. I love BBWZ and hope it leads to Rick. If they don't have a Rick, some type of Rick payoff at the end, I'm telling you what, I think fans are going to lose their shit, Because, again, I'm still stuck on the fact that they will have something CBR related. I'm sorry. The Civic Republic, whatever the hell it is. However, I'm not confident it's going to be directly Rick related unless it is where we see something of Rick, but it's not actually Andrew Lincoln. I'd be kind of shocked if they bring him back and they do something with Andrew Lincoln in World Beyond. I would be shocked. I give them props if they did some shit like that, but again, I stick with I don't know why they would do that and not just keep it all contained to his movie, But I think we will get definitely hints. Mommy Hernandez coming in with a dono. Hey, Ronnie and chat. Hope you had a great weekend. I just had a new baby girl, Prairie. I've been watching your old videos while I'm up all night. Oh, that's what's up. When Juliet came home from the hospital, there was complications, so she had to take a special formula, and she was I got to find some of the pictures because she was premature, so she actually laid in my hand as I walked around. She was tiny, and there was this one crazy picture where she was in the crib, and I took a picture of her through like the bars or whatever, and she was like this tiny little thing. But anyway, I used to feed her the special formula while I watched Dexter, an entire like 7 or 6 season run of Dexter. Every night watching that. I think it led right into the final 2 seasons or something like that. But I think it was like 5 seasons straight. So, but I'm glad you got at least something to watch. And I had a good weekend. It's a weekend that's filled with excitement because my books are showing up Monday. There was a small chance I was going to get 2 boxes early. I don't know why. I don't know how. But I got 17 boxes coming. 2 of them made it early, and they're sitting at UPS. They've been sitting there since Friday. And I called UPS, and I was like, yo, is there any chance you can just bring them over, drop them, or let me come get them? And they said, no, what we normally do, or what we usually do is, well, that's the same shit, but you know what I mean. We let them sit, and we collect it all, and then we drop it off on the estimated date. So essentially, you don't get it ever early, which I just feel like that's a crock of shit. It's like, come on, man, you got my books. Just if they got it all mapped out, I can see why, But thank you very much for the support. Only Alyssa W with some support coming in. Thank you very much for the support, guys. It definitely makes it easier and easier to be able to do these with you guys every Sunday night. Talk about the World Beyond. It makes World Beyond more bearable. What size sounding rod do you use? I don't know what you're talking about. Is Rick leading to Dr. Bennett's command team? Oh, is he leading Dr. Bennett's command team? I don't know. I'd be interested to see. What's up, Princess Pie? Here's the thing with Rick. Unless they do something clever, can Rick actually have a story that's outside of the base? Now think about it. They already set it up that people can't come in and come out. So what are they going to do? Are they going to have Rick out there, but he's not allowed to break free? Would Rick even fall in line with knowing his daughter is out there, knowing his wife is out there? You see what I'm saying? Knowing his family, his friends, Daryl, like Carol, like all them, his community, his community and the settlements and all the communities. He's going to go on these runs and not try to, I don't know, just I don't believe Rick wouldn't do anything. So he's going to go on runs. He's not going to have guns. None of that makes any sense to me. So I'm curious how they're going to play it. Ron Snizzle, Fear the Walking Dead really came back swinging like, well, pow. Yeah, they did. They really did. I think they got some Ghost Riders. How would you rate this turd? Is a leading question. Yo, you know what? Let's go. Let's go to Fear the Walking Dead. Guys, if you haven't done the straw poll, this is your last chance. I'm going to pick the winner right now or see what you guys have to say in the straw poll. I'm literally putting the poll in the comment box for the last time. Let's go to Fear the Walking Dead. I'm going to say it was an okay. It was a man okay. When I was watching it, I was interested to see what about the characters and what was going to pop off next. It was really cringy leading into the whole mask thing with Sherry. I just don't understand why you would do that. It was cringy and almost laughable. It was kind of like old Fear poking its head back up again. However, like I said, it still maintains this interest, and with the MRAP or whatever, the truck and all that, it is a little too familiar with All Out War, Season 7 and Season 8, so it still got me on that. Now, The World Beyond, I'm not in love with it. I didn't like it. It wasn't okay. It wasn't even meh. I did not dislike it. It was swamp ass. It was some swamp ass hate. So I'm voting on World Beyond, some swamp ass. Show results. Wait, I didn't do that for Fear either. So swamp ass is in the lead with, check this out, 40%, 16% says it was okay, 16% disliked it, 13% liked it, 10% loved it, and that's only, 16, 25, and then 12, so 35 and 41. Did I get that right? 41 votes. Let's go to Fear, and I'm going to say it's okay. No hate, just okay. All right, show results for Fear. Already, Fear's got, 20, 38, 40, 50. All right, so we have a lot more poll answers for World Beyond this week. I remember last week there was like 40 or 50 people who did the Fear poll, and like 8 or 18, something like that. It was ridiculous that did the World Beyond poll. All right. Fear the Walking Dead has a 47% like. That definitely is up there. I can see that. I'm a little surprised with the love. This didn't feel like a love episode. I think that, maybe the action and the pacing and whatnot in this episode, new characters, ones that aren't annoying, maybe a little cringy getting there here and there, but the internal conflict and fighting, maybe it kept it snappy. So, okay, I think that was a little higher than I expected, but still staying pretty positive. The meh and okay is a touch lower than I expected. I thought it would be a little higher, but again, these are just by a little bit. And then this is surprising. There's only one vote for hate, which I figured there'd be at least one negative vote, but this is surprising, though. There's only one total negative vote. There's only one for hate and 0 for dislike. And the episode did a good enough job where, this is definitely, if you were going to predict where about people would fall on the scale, I think that seems about right. And look, like just pulled in the lead, pulled further on in the lead. Ooh, we got more people disliking it. That's taking the lead out of Swamp Ass. Anyway, let's see what you guys have to say. Let me get a drink. Someone spread a rumor Rick would appear in World Beyond. Yeah, because IMDb put it for their final episode. Everybody does this every year. We used to make videos about it. IMDb is not an inside source. IMDb is literally just like regular people. Now, the reason why they often put credits early is there's a number of reasons. I'll cover the main reasons. One is they're tapped into LA. So when, like, for example, out in California, they have like actual newspapers and articles that will cover everything. not like headlines, but actually who's in this movie and this show, who got cast for this. We get like in the national headlines, we get the big stuff, the main stuff, and yeah. But I'm talking, there's newspapers and digital, both real and digital, that cover all castings. You know, little, not all, but you know what I mean, a ton of them. IMDb will scour through that, punch in the information. Also, agents and shit like that would call in and say, because if you're an agent, you'd call in, or maybe an actor would call in, anyone in the industry would call in, because it pads your resume, it pads your IMDb resume. So if the information isn't going to break for a little bit and it's not like a big secret or a surprise, they're going to say, yo, we got this project coming up, bam, and they shoot it off to IMDb or another article or whatever it is. So the IMDb, one clever thing that we've caught them doing over the years is they will take something that, and I believe they do have a social media team for this. This is my running theory because it's been right for years now. We call them on their bullshit. Anytime there's an amazingly high interest of something like Rick, for example, in World Beyond, because it seems like it's leading towards that direction, but not directly to his movie. IMDb will take something like Andrew Lincoln's name and pop it in the finale, because it's going to get online, on social media, and then people are going to look at it, they're going to click the link, they're going to go to IMDb's webpage, and it's going to drive up their links. Driving up their links is going to drive up their ad revenue, and that's one thing that they do constantly, all the time. I remember they put Beth in the finale of the one season, and there was it was just fans being like, oh, is she going to come back? They do that all the time, and I mean consistently. If anything gets a little bit of hype, they'll pop it in there to get your clicks. That is all it is. So if IMDb comes out with something that's crazy like, oh, what's this? Just forget about it. You know what I mean? It's bullshit. Unless you have some sort of like credible source, forget it. Ronnie, thoughts on if Michael Bay directed a Predator reboot? I'm good on that. Yo. Is what clickbait? IMDb? That's the short answer. Yep. Are you off Indiegogo now? Am I off Indiegogo? You mean like the webpage? No, the campaign's not going off Indiegogo until we get the books in and we can show them off. Oh, look at that. Oh, maybe that's what you mean. We just got one more sale adding to the list. Thank you very much for whoever that was. Maybe I can find you on Indiegogo. Spin if you know who that was. I hope you appreciate, or I appreciate your jumping aboard, and I hope you like the book and enjoy the story and the story arc. I'm very proud of the first volume, and especially for people who are going to read it in one shot. And I would love to invite you back to Chit Chat. Once I ship out all the books, I'm going to wait like a week or two, and we're going to hold a little special stream where we can just sit down and discuss the first volume. I'm really eager to grow the reader base. I'm putting a lot of, I'm putting a lot into the future of what that looks like. The artist is putting a lot into the future of what that looks like. He's going full time in November, and he'll be working on Doomsday Kingdom full time. So that way, next year we don't have to piss around with releasing an issue every, how many months. We're actually working on issue 6 currently, which is amazing, which means once you guys read it, maybe in December, late December, we'll be able to release issue 6 of the story. So anyway, they should have had Sherry with the bat and leather jacket and beat the dude's head in when he said, I don't know. I don't know if that would work unless they were doing something with, unless they were going a different direction, because they already gave her like a PTSD kind of storyline dealing with the trauma, so they could do it, but it would have to be in a direction where she's becoming something that she absolutely hates. You know what I mean? Fear takes me out of my world while I'm loving it. Fear's doing good this season. Like I said, even though it was okay, in my book, the episode was just okay. I'm still feeling good, and I'm still hopeful that the rest of the season is going to be pretty solid. Also off topic, but why was everyone pissed at season 7 opener in The Walking Dead and people dipped after because of its brutality? It was supposed to scar the group. People just don't get it. Well, here's the tricky thing. There's a lot of fans that definitely did bounce, but I'm still not convinced at all. It's simply, it is the brutality. I'm still not convinced at that. In my opinion, it has a lot to do with the cliffhanger leading into the finale. And let me explain why. You can find plenty of people who said, nah, they killed Glenn and I'm out. They killed Abraham and I'm out. But here's the thing is, when you had that momentum built up and you ripped the fans out of it, and then all these rumors came out saying, oh, it's going to be Abraham, it's going to be Glenn, it's going to be Abraham and then Glenn and yada, yada, yada. The rumors swirled for months. And then some of the casual fans that don't follow everything online, you would see messages from them every now and then. You would see comments from them out like, I'm avoiding shit, but I swear to God, like all the shit on the internet, yet just the way they came off, they were putting their faith in AMC in the creative team to come back with something that was going to punch him in the gut, put him back in that momentum, punch him in the gut, but still be interesting and still be something for the future. When they returned for season 7, what they got was the overly gory death, sure, but what they also got was the cold dose of reality that everything that was being said before, the rumors, the fans who, as soon as season 6 ended, started making memes saying, we're going to know the results of the cliffhanger, we're going to know the answer 3 months beforehand when it leaks. That was a cold dose of reality. And it was more about, again, in my opinion, it was more about the creative team saying, we support or will utilize cheap tricks over, a story that we respect. Because if they truly respected the story, they wouldn't have played it out like that. Season 6 would have ended with a conclusion in the lineup. It wouldn't have ended with that cliffhanger. Even if you wanted to do a cliffhanger with season 6, I think we did talk about this. There was so many different ways. Hype it up so we weren't even going to see Negan. Forget about that. Leave Negan, a peek at Negan as the biggest, oh, we're going to get there, but that's not till season 7. Don't worry, guys, yada, yada, yada. And then leave the cliffhanger with something amazing happening. But immediately after, they have this lineup. And then that's where we see, I forget what the fuck it was. We had a good idea before where Negan comes out of the truck or something like that. And that's when you would do the cliffhanger as opposed to doing it in mid-swing. I don't know. Take all that back now because I got to go look at, we used to discuss this a lot and we had something that was pretty solid, but I forget what it was now. They should have had Sherry with the, yeah, I already read that. I think they will have Dwight have dog like Daryl. I don't, we already got it with Daryl. It's already a problem seeing stuff repeat over and over again. I don't want to go down that road anymore with stuff that just repeats. Anyway, you can explain how The Walking Dead went from an adaptation to a universe of fan fiction. I cannot explain that. That's unexplainable. I mean, come on. Let me give you this simplified, condensed expression. There was somebody with passion. He was named Frank Darabont. He found a story that he really thought he can get behind, bring it to the screen in a really amazing and unique way for the zombie genre, and he did that, and it was incredible. And then what happened is it blew up, and it became so famous that I don't know where the screw up was money-wise, but somewhere along the line, they started just burning a lot of money. It probably has a lot to do with taking more profit than they probably should have, but somewhere along the lines, they started operating in the red. And because they're operating in the red, uh, moving forward, they want to keep the franchise alive, but they also want to spend as little as possible. So instead of moving forward with some tried and true, veterans who would probably take a bigger paycheck, they move along with people who aren't so tried and true and maybe don't have such a vision and work ethic and yada yada yada. So that's what, in my opinion, is leading to some of the fan fiction downgrade quality of the work. It's like Marvel Comics. Instead of paying the people that are, rock stars in comic books, instead of paying them a lot of money, well, you just hire some asshole off of the internet that is, that is throwing up some deviant art, and you can check a couple boxes off and bam, there you go. Pay them under the living wage, I think is, somebody had an article where some of the artists at Marvel were getting paid like under poverty level or some shit like that. Well, it's because if you want to make the most money, you pay the least to somebody, and then bam. You ever see some of that art too? Oh my God, it's terrible. Anyway, that's how it went from adaptation to fan fiction. How will the World Beyond group discover that their campus and its inhabitants have been annihilated? Well, this is a tricky thing. They won't discover it unless they go back there. That seems unlikely. Or unless they are told that's what happens. Excuse me. Shit. I don't know what scenario would pop off that matters at this point, unless they get to their final destination and they're told that their community was wiped out. At this point, it doesn't change anything. Like if the older, I don't even give a fuck about their names, but if the older two ran into the younger ones and they were determined to turn them back, and they actually wrote it like with some good storyline there, if that was the situation, having them find out the community was annihilated would fit perfectly within that scenario. We have to go back. We're going back. There's no fucking way. I told your dad I would protect you. I'm going to protect you. There's no fucking way, you and Humpty Dumpty over there are going to fucking traipse across the post-apocalyptic wilderness with your finger up your ass pretending you're fucking Daryl Dixon. There's no fucking way I'm going to let you do that. And then he goes to tear them back, and they find out it's been annihilated. It fits so much better, What's the purpose now? Oh, everyone back there is dead? Do we even know if they give a fuck about anybody back there? Because I don't. I know they're going to pretend like, oh, Stewart, who's fucking Stewart? We didn't even stay there long enough to give a shit. Anyhow, you feel what I'm saying? Something happened in this episode. I remember thinking, yo, why didn't they do that? Like the stuff with the truck. Why didn't they have the stuff with the truck storyline happen around the same time where the two adult ones ran into the younger ones? Because then they could go, oh, we're going to use the truck and then we'll zip over there and then get back to the community. And that's how, I don't know. I forget what it was, but I remember there was something in this episode that lined up perfectly with something they could have done or they wanted to do. And it fell short. Has anyone in the Matt family been infected yet? Statistically, there's gotta be. Both shows suck. I don't agree with that. I was surprised that there were 0 horses killed in the Walking Dead show this time around. Yeah. Do you think Madison returns? Seeing it as now we know Sherry didn't help Morgan when he was shot, and there's no one else it could be that helped him now unless it's a new character. Oof. Having Madison do it, I'm good on that. Sure, they could do that, absolutely, but is that too, is that too coincidental? I mean, I don't know. I'm good on that. But I think there's always a chance they'll bring her back. I just don't think there's always a chance the actress will want to come back. Don't forget, she was straight up replaced. She was the lead on this show. And they said, you know what? We're going to bring in somebody, one of the fan favorites from the main show, But in order to sweeten the deal, we have to make him the lead. So, bye, bitch. Like that's, and I'm sure they did it in the most respectful way possible. But at the end of the day, it was her show. She was the lead, And it wasn't even necessarily her because she's good in other shit. It was the direction they gave her. They gave her especially this flat demeanor, which I thought it was going to unfold into something with some grip. And I know later on the showrunner said, well, I was going to turn her into a villain. I don't believe that. I think he wrote a character that was so flat, no offense, that when people started recognizing she's flat and cold and yada, 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 I think he meant to make her damaged, but it was so boring that he said, you know what? She was going to become the villain. And I think that came after. It feels like it was a course correct. Like, oh shit, I made her too dull. Doomsday Kingdom Army said Charlie Adler's art became trash at the end of the Walking Dead comic run. I'm sorry you feel that way, homie. That guy who was thrown out of the room when the lady blasted at the appliances will find them and tell them unless she killed him. Yeah. He's talking about the dude they tried to get information out of. And one of the kids, stylist, has an uncle or grandpa there, I believe. But nothing major, probably. Oh, yeah, good point. All right, so he had an uncle or grandpa. I think it was an uncle. And we had a little nudge of that. But outside of that, I mean, does it really matter? She got screwed over heavily, in a way, yeah. When they had her kill Troy, it was all downhill. Yeah, that was dumb, too. I remember thinking that was, like, desperate. And to make matters worse, they didn't even need to kill Troy. Which, to make matters worse, when you watch the behind the scenes for that, they were like, oh, you know what? Troy started with this, and this. And it sounds like the showrunner said, nah, he was one of my characters. I was taking him fucking out of there before, he could be in the next season. It just came off as that because he was like, nah, he was a character that we started with and I wanted to conclude with him. He was one of the characters we were allowed to kill because the others had to be set up and prepped for what was going to come out, because new showrunners were coming in. The whole Hope Elton mother killing confession scenario seems really contrived to me. Do you agree? Oh, I beyond agree. I think that whole thing is poorly done. And here's another thing that's even worse. We know now that it evolves over a few episodes, or this story arc takes place over a few episodes so far, and it should likely build to something explosive. If it was going to evolve, here's an idea. Have that picture. What they went for is instant, oh no, dun dun dun. Isn't this cool, guys? No, it's fucking not. It's lazy. Have that picture. She goes, oh, your mom is so pretty. And then something just settles off. The image, the look, something about it. And she's kind of like, I don't know, that she looks familiar. But no, your mom is pretty, and they have a little moment. And then later in the episode, maybe she has a nightmare of the shooting again. And do it clever like. Even have it like that's the mom, but it's a blurry face. And then have her wake up, and she's just like pondering. And then she has another talk with homeboy, and she glances at the picture again, and she's kind of like, maybe it's starting to crack a little more. The idea is starting to settle a little more. That fucking hairstyle, man, it couldn't be. It can't be. It's not her, like a little bit of that. Have that spill over into 2 or 3 episodes where you get that final, like, you can even do it in a dream to help pull the viewer on, to let it sink in, but a little more in an organic way. But again, it's still contrived. It's still really convenient. It's still one hell of a coincidence, you know? And there's a lot of them. You can have a big coincidence. You can't have a ton of, you know, big and little and mini, medium coincidences. George Prescott would coming in fly with a dono to help my broke ass out. Look, I'm so broke. It said I'm so broke. It's written on my shirt. That's just that was coincidence, or was it? I'm calling it. The guy Dwight let live is gonna get caught by Ginny. He's gonna tell Ginny everything, and she'll kill her in front of Dwight for leaving. She'll kill who? Who's she gonna kill though? Because Sherry isn't. Oh, she'll kill Dwight, like Dwight for leaving. Not, she's not gonna kill Sherry for leaving because Sherry, she didn't leave. She's with the other group. But I think I see what you're saying. If they brought Sherry back now to kill her, I would kind of be really annoyed. I think I would be super annoyed because we got. Then again, they do have an over coupling problem. There's way too many couples. You got Morgan trying to link up with Grace. You got June and John. June, is that her name? You got Al and the chick in all black. I know that's a really far off, but she was still in that one episode. And then you got Sherry and Dwight. I mean, man, they're getting so much, you know, they're getting so much ass. It's like it's not even the apocalypse out this bitch. Black Rose, coming in fly. Oh, you didn't have to do that. I appreciate the support with a $20 bomb. Didn't watch any of the shows tonight. Even better. Look at that. You come in with a dono and you managed your time well tonight. Saw the title of your stream. Do we really have immunity now? It was hinted. They hinted it. They pulled out a book that said immunity. What? Bruh. They pulled out a book that said immunity. Immunology. Why do I have a wow, the pronunciation is even bonkers. It's immunology. Emiology. I mean, why? Yo, bro, I give up. That's one word. I don't know. My brain will not process that. What do immunologists study, diagnose, treat, and help prevent immune system disorders? Wait, hold the fuck on. It might not even mean what I thought it means. Hold on. What did that say again? Hold on. I could have just... Maybe there's nothing about a cure. What did that book say? Come on, bitch. I can't stand these slow looks and like just get it moving. Oh my god, I suck at life. Okay, here we go. Advanced immunology. Advanced immunityology. Advanced. I think it's because I fumbled it so much, my brain just won't even let me do it. What is advanced immunology? The course covers central topics in immunology for students who have already had a basic knowledge of immunology. The focus is on the immune system in disease situations where faulty BT cell interactions are involved. The course also integrates general immunology and cell biology with a focus on antigen presentation. It might not even be about a cure, bro. I saw immune and my brain went like immune, you know? Now I get it. The immune system they could still be working with some type of immunity storyline. But I wouldn't put it past them to pop this in here to dick with us. You know what I mean? To dick us down real good. I wouldn't put it past them. So that way we go, bro, look, we hype it up. You know, it maybe kind of barely starts trending. And then when we find out about it, it's all like, yeah, you know, we're trying to bulk up your immune system. It's like, oh, thanks, Captain. Fucking obvious. Let me see what kind of comments you guys are giving me, making fun of my dumbass. No, I didn't see a single comment that called me on that bullshit. I don't know. I think it wants to tease us about an immunity, but it's not actually like. Don't know if you read this, but have you seen the movie Lake Mungo? Just watched it. Creepy. I never even heard of it. Is it really creepy though? Is it really, really creepy? Is it as creepy as this clipboard? Tell me, is it? How will they know their community was destroyed? That guy who said it was wrong and expressed doubt to that lady from CRM. Yeah, that guy. She locked him up though, right? It could be that guy if he gets out. But then how is he going to run into them? How is that going to play out? Dwight looks like the guy he let live, and just like Daryl told him, he'll say, I should have killed you. Oh, Dwight looks at the guy he let live, and just like Daryl told him, he'll say, I should have killed you. Oh. Which duo you take in Virginia and Maggie, or Carol and Sherry? Which duo? Why would I take Virginia and Maggie? I don't like Virginia in any way, shape, or form. I would take Maggie and Sherry. Fuck yeah. Like, are you shitting me, bro? They hinted that they were seeking it, not that they would solve it. We all knew that somewhere in the world they would be working on it. I can never say cinnamon. I'm good with cinnamon. I just can't pronounce immunology. Bro, for real. I'm not even playing. Look at this shit. Peep this. Peep that. Fucking peep that. Immunology. That's what it says. It's emne. Oh, no, I can't even fuck around without. You ever see those clips where somebody says something that's like totally wrong? It's on Twitch. It's like some dumb blonde sitting there like, I was going for that, but I fucked it up. Undo move. Yeah. I even spelled it wrong. Let me correct that shit. Is it see, I think what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to say immune before it, but it looks like I got to stop myself. And say like just go knowledge. Immunology. Immunology. No, I can't do it. Fucking can't do it. It's going to bother me. Is there any whispers alive that will stay with the survivors? I doubt it. Yeah, immunology. I don't think that's how it's pronounced, though. I really don't think that's how it's pronounced. Even the helpful pronunciation doesn't have immune in it, you know? Anyway, yeah, I don't know what they'll be doing with the storyline. So what does Ginny have or know that makes her so threatening? Just doesn't have the intimidation or charisma like Negan or the governor. Why do they follow her? Secret CRM, weird. I've been saying that for a while now. I don't buy the whole Ginny has them all scared shit. I just don't buy it. It doesn't work. This is study of the immune system and is a very important branch in the medical and biological sciences. Thank you very much for the internet definition. Appreciate it, homie. Not sure if you missed it, but the female scientist was on the phone with Elizabeth. I caught that part. And they teased at the CRM being prepared when the girls show up. I talked about that part, whatever that means. Yeah, we talked about those part. I think it's really stupid if the girls have anything at all to do with whatever they're doing here. Because if they were important, why would you risk their lives taking this journey? Why would they kill their own franchise like that? I don't know. They seem to be in a state of what's a clever way to say entertainment suicide currently. With Duo You Taken Down. With Duo You Taken Down. I don't know what you mean, Mike Jones. Oh, you mean it like that. Gotcha. Maggie and Sherry, like, fuck. Fear's biggest mistake tonight was trying to make Ginny appear as the new Negan. Yeah, didn't work. Were you thinking of Liberty Mutual's No, I don't think so. I don't even know what that is. Do you think Oh, I do need that's a good Muse. That's a good one. Immunology, here, pronounce. Immunology here, wait, pronounce. Pronunciation. Oh my God, I got it. Chat, yo, check this. I got to do something and you guys will be able to hear it too. Oh no, it looks like you're good. You can hear it too. Ready? Say it.
Immunology. Immunology.
Immunology.
Immunology. Immunology.
Immunology.
Immunology. Immunology.
Immunology. Yeah, I was trying to say immune. And that was screwing me up greatly. Immunology.
Immunology.
Yeah, immunology.
Immunology.
I'm never going to say that word ever again. Yo. Good looking. Good looking out. Muse. Appreciate the help. That actually was helpful. I completely forgot. We have the internet nowadays, so we can do fucking anything. Do you think the video recordings of a CDC Dr. Jenner from season 1 pop up in the world beyond? I don't think they should. I mean, they could for a little fun Easter egg, but I don't know. There is no E in the middle of the word. Yeah, I just knocked it out of the park now. And in 5 minutes, I will forget it again. Press the blue button to play next to the word, and you can hear the pronunciations. Yeah, I must have had that screen up already, and I didn't even realize it. Fear desperately needs another big death. Well, I don't know, because they got to really get us, and then hit us with a death. Been sitting here saying that over and over. FLL World Beyond got us doing the spelling bee. Just got here and was already bugging me. Immunology, bro. I was just playing, trying to teach you guys something. It's immunology. See? That's smart. All right, so let's see if these change. Is there anything else you guys want to discuss at the very end of this concerning fear and World Beyond? Because our time is up. We're pretty much dead and done. Any last, I don't know. I saw this, or what do you think about that? Any last questions? Get them in. Let me refresh this. Oh, look at that. Like is still king. We got like, love, meh, and okay. And 0 dislike and only 1 hate. The graph is holding up pretty friggin' strong for Fear of the Walking Dead. Refresh results. Swamp Ass is still in the lead, and I don't think anything's going to take it down. Don't forget, let me refresh this. Anyone get another book? No one got another book, bro. Why would you do that? No worries. I have a feeling when I show off the book tomorrow, which it might not be tomorrow, because I think I'm trying to prep the schedule for the new uploads. I think tomorrow will be a podcast type video because I got 2 already ready to go. I'll post the first one, and then the second one will be later in the week. It's already done and did it. But that one kind of is about Charlie Chaplin in a way. Interesting, though, in an interesting way. I know, off topic, but you'll see when I post them. So I got 2 podcasts kind of coming up. One will be tomorrow for sure. Tuesday, because here's the problem. My UPS guy is not showing up till like 5, 6 o'clock at night. So that means I would have to get the 400 pounds of product, get it situated, inspect it all, get him out of there, record the video, get everything set up and situated. I got to relocate everything. It's going to be quite a hassle. It's probably going to take a couple hours to get all that situated. Record the video and then get it uploaded. I'll probably do one where I don't have to do any editing, but if I have to do any editing, so Tuesday morning, after I have an appointment at 11. After that, I will post the video showing off for the first time the volume 1 for Doomsday Kingdom, the book, very first time. That shit is exciting, man. I can't wait. We got this sexy spot varnish cover where only the blood is like extra glossy, the blood splatter. There's a little example right here. Well, this is the proof. That's the front and back page. The back page is cool because the back page, for anyone who didn't peep it, we have a lot of stuff. And here's what's really cool is there's like 20 pages of art that no one has ever seen before, you know? Well, at least there was. Right now, we did put out issue 5 digitally, but there's still two story pages that no one has ever seen that you will only get in the volume. It's a preview for issue 6, and it's 2 of my favorite pages, but the back page was done special. This is kind of a promotion we're going to be doing on a few of the books. It's a bigger story to tell, and then it's a newspaper from the New Haven Bulletin, and it says Doomsday Butcher on it. This story here, I wrote it myself. It's actually part of a real newspaper that's in the world of Doomsday Kingdom. So that's kind of fun and that's kind of cool. This is a real surveillance, video clip, and that's a real sketch of what the criminal looks like. That's why his eyes are kind of blacked out, because it's just like a artist rendering from wherever the New Haven Bulletin is. Anyhow, here's an example of the shiny blood splattered cover that we're going to be getting. I can't wait. I am nervous though. I am really nervous though. But I'm hoping everything shows up. Nothing's crushed. I can make a video, show it off on Tuesday. And then from Tuesday on, while we're shipping for a week or 2, we're going to leave the Indiegogo up for the very last people that are jumping on. Now, like I said before, I still haven't figured things out and how it will work, but I know if you want it, if you're interested, you got to jump on it now, because once it's off of Indiegogo, the price goes up like $10, $20. I'm not sure what it's going to be specifically, but we're going to have a handful of the bundles that you get for Indiegogo. So let's say down the line we sell you just the book. You don't get the freebies unless you buy them separate. So that'll be like a $20 bundle. So if you want to get the book for $20 and the freebies for the book for $30 and the freebies for $20, you'll be paying $50. But you can get it all right here for $30. Just bang. Anyway, yeah, I'm friggin' hyped. Yeah, definitely proud of this campaign, man. Our goal was only 5,000. If we hit 15, that'll be amazing, because that'll be 10 grand higher than our personal goal. I set a personal goal at 5,000. I'm definitely proud that we hit. Past 13 right now. Thank you very much for everyone who jumped aboard. All right. Can we get any last questions up about Fear the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead? Let's see. Let me back it up a little bit. Okay. The spelling bee. I got that. Could someone tell me what happened this episode? I don't know what. Whatever. English class study. They released another table read from one of the bonus episodes. They should really stop doing that. Yo, I heard they did that from the first bonus episode, and I avoided it. But everyone's talking about it, about some of the people interactions and whatnot. And I don't. That's shit you do when you're desperate. Compare The Walking Dead, and I said this before. Remember when Morgan was a complete surprise and he was on the railroad tracks? It was like the end of, or the beginning of season 5. It was like in the premiere episode after the credits, and it shocked. Like the fan base was just blown away. It was a complete and utter surprise. It was nuts. And remember how hyped and exciting that was to get shit that is just like, bam. Now they show Sherry and Dwight holding hands 3 months, 4 months before we get the episode. Now they're doing a fucking table read. They didn't even film it yet. It's just a table read, you know? And they're giving us the stuff that's in the episode in the table read. How desperate do you get? That's when you know it gets bad. When all your shit is in the trailer and the promotional stuff, and nothing like substantial is in the actual movie. Terminator Dark Fate was one movie I watched recently because it was free on Amazon Prime. And Terminator Dark Fate is a terrible, terrible version of, I said that wrong, but it's terrible at keeping stuff hidden and not putting all the main shit in the trailer. Dark Fart has all the main shit in its trailer, except for maybe like 1 or 2 final scenes. Most of the absolute like twists, turn, who did this, who did that. No, there might be 3 that I can think of main shit that is not in the trailer. 3. And some of them happen within a few seconds. Like the one in the beginning, it's only like a 10-second clip. At the end, it's like a 17-second clip. There's another one that's kind of like a little 30-second chunk. Everything else is in the trailer. That's when you know you're desperate. I kind of expected Dwight to tell Sherry that they don't need to kill Virginia, just like how they didn't kill Negan. Yeah, I hear you, but I get a little frustrated with all that back and forth bullshit. You would love the overgrown scenes in C. I still never even heard of that. What was the other one? Because I forgot about the other one already. There was C, and someone said there was a really creepy one. Fuck. I forget. I have to go back and watch. Are you still here who told me there was a creepy movie called something or other? Still haven't gotten mine yet, but I'll keep waiting. You're what? Cigarette break. You haven't gotten your what yet. World Beyond got us doing the spelling bee. Yeah, you don't have another comment there. Do you mean Doomsday Kingdom book or something else? Because if you mean Doomsday Kingdom book, I didn't even get them yet. They show up tomorrow, and then I'm going to start shipping. Now that last bit of the word made the stream for me. Both have not seen either, and it's late as fuck, so just want recaps. Oh, gotcha. Oh, you were talking about the books. All right, last questions we got here, or comments. It looks awesome. I hope it will have money soon to get it while on Indiegogo. Well, I hope you do too. And like I said, when it arrives, I am leaving an extra week or 2, I should say, a window open. It might even spill over to 3 weeks, depending on how long it takes. If I don't have much time to do some promotion, maybe it will spill it over into 3 weeks. But we're going to leave it open so that way I can actually show it off. Because it doesn't make sense to close it when we bought a handful of books extra. Because the idea is when we show it off, some people should be like, okay, that looks great, hopefully. And it's already in stock. So you pretty much order it and it ships in a few days, theoretically, unless you're international. That's a little tricky. I might actually have to figure out what I would do. I tell you what, we might stop international orders or not take any new ones in a week. So I'm going to have to figure that out, because the problem is, let's say we ship all the orders international to the UK, and then during the 2 weeks we get one more international order. It's going to cost us out of pocket for every international order. We're talking like $15 for each order out of pocket, just because international shipping is so expensive. The way we're doing it now is we're sending one big box, which is still going to cost us a few $100s. We're shipping a big box up to the UK. It's going to have a stack of books. The artist is going to take it and then do the shipping from the UK, which individually it'll cost cheap, but it will balance out with the price that we paid to ship all of them at once to the UK. You feel me? About immunology. Immunology. I took it more as a study of the immune system. They are just doing research about how the body reacts to the virus, as in Day of the Dead. Well, yeah, see, that's the tricky thing though, it is, but that's also where all that shit comes from, you know? I'm pretty sure if I had to bet anything, immunity would likely be connected to that in some sort of way. I mean, even with the words having half of the same word in the title, knowing that movies and shows don't stay, true to science all the time, it really feels like they are hinting it has something to do with a cure or a search for a cure. I mean, we already know they're doing tests. We already know that's something that was talked about. But when I say a search for the cure, I mean like it is a substantial one, not just, oh yeah, they're in the room searching for a cure, but they'll be doing that for 5 seasons and it don't matter because there's no substance there. But I mean a actual substance incorporated into the story in reference to finding a cure. You refuse to watch Derp Fate. It's dark fart, bro. Would you make a video about Rick, about good reasons why for him not just leaving, no immunity storyline? I'm not really sure. Right now, my full focus, I'm going to have to tell you right now, I appreciate it, but I'm going to straight up say no. Just for right now, though, and probably for the next few months, my main focus is I got to get the rest of these Flaw and Aws done. We got to start posting them. Or I should say, I got to. I got 2 that are done, that are blocked. I got to pull them down and well, they're already pulled down, but I got to re-edit them, get them back up. But first, I'm taking a break because holy fuck, so much editing has gone out the window already. I'm taking a break. I'm finishing the Friday the 13th one. That's coming up, and I just want to be focused on that. My personal priority is shipping the books and getting back to the Flaw and Awe reviews. Anything outside of that, like Rick videos, prediction videos, that's all just going to have to wait for now. And then we'll see when things kind of level out a little. I believe Dakota will bring down her sister. If that's the case, they got to start incorporating her in a little more. Because I know they're planting some type of seed. I'm not really sure what exactly yet, and it feels a little flimsy. So I hope they correct that coming up. Did you check Into the Night on Netflix? Wait, what? Did you check out Into the Night on Netflix? It's a cool, unique way to tell a post-apocalyptic story. I'm pretty sure I saw that in theaters years ago. It's got the Joel Edgerton, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I seen that. I liked it, and I did a review on it. I thought that was a great way to showcase a, how did I put it? It's a great origin story for a villain, but the promotion, the marketing team fucked it up for me because the marketing was way off. It was so off, it was not even funny. Has that been in my face this whole time? I believe they said the creepy movie was Lake Mungo. That sounds about right. I'm going to look that up. Lake Mungo. If this is some giant fucking turtle, I'm going to be pissed though. Somebody did that the other day. They were like, bro, you got to watch this. Like, if you like slashers and you like creepy, scary, off the wall shit, you got to watch this movie. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm excited. What is it? I didn't even know there was some hot fire out there. What is it, bro? And it's like a giant mutated shark lizard from fucking 2008 with like terrible CGI. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Why would you even say slasher? I don't even understand your correlation here. What are you getting at? Anyhow, I would love to see you do a tier list videos on each characters on the Walking Dead universe, like the TV show, comic series, video game series, and rank them from best to worst. Uh, I think a few years ago that probably likely would have got some action and some play. I think right now I'm just kind of taking a break from it, only because we put so much into the Walking Dead content. But to be honest, right now the Walking Dead content is just getting less and less interest and pickup. Right now, my main priority is focusing on videos that don't expire. Like the Walking Dead videos, they expire, a lot of them. Now, what you're talking about necessarily wouldn't expire because it's like a chart top 10 list. Those do relatively well. But again, I gotta just keep my focus on the flaw and all. I mean, I got to, because that was my big problem for a long time. Is, oh yeah, we're gonna do these videos. And then I start, doing everything that's suggested, and I'm all over the place. Everything's got to just chill. I mean, The Walking Dead is, when it comes back for its final season, maybe we'll be grounded and we can get back on track with doing more Walking Dead content. But for right now, it's only the review, stream and flaw and ahs. And then, side videos and yada, yada, yada. It's on Prime. I'll look that up then. But I appreciate it, Anakin, and I will keep it. I'll keep it up here, brother. What about Canada? Well, fuck. What about Canada? I forgot. We had a list and writ some shit down with Canada. I'd probably be the one shipping it to Canada. I know. Luckily, we only got like 3 people that ordered it from Canada, because I think we pay $10 for each Canadian order, like out of pocket. But we just calculate that out of the profit plus the such low amount of people that order from Canada. So I don't think that's going to be a big problem. But you can get it in Canada. I think the shipping's like $15 on the Indiegogo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. This Friday will be on the 13th. Wait, what? Hold up. Holy shit. That is perfect. Yo, I got to do everything in my power to make sure I have Friday the 13th Flaw and All review done, prepped, uploaded, and ready to go. No blocks, no community strikes, no YouTube strikes. I got to have that this Friday. I got to. It's a sign. We are going to start Friday the 13th Flaw and All on Friday. I have to. So I'm going to separate my day this week. Part of the day is going to go to shipping orders in the morning when the post office is open, and then when it's closed at night, I'm cranking away on the Flaw and All. This week we will have it done. No Into the Night is a new show on. Oh, it's a new show on Netflix. Into the Night. These better be good. I'm telling you guys. I'm only saying that because I got some really turd recommendations recently. Oh shit, George Prescott, you're right here in front of me, and I missed you. Throwing $10 to the channel for support. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate that in a big way. I hope they put Dwight in a situation where he has to tell the guy he let live, I should have killed you, like Daryl did. Someone else did mention that too, but I think there was a typo. I was kind of thinking like, wait, what were we saying? The guy has a hand in getting Sherry killed, and Dwight has to witness. You might have been the one to say that previously, because I think it was the same comment pretty much. But I see what you mean. I'm still kind of against Sherry getting killed, though. I wish there was a way to do it without getting her killed, only because it feels like they tossed her in here. They had a little story with Dwight, and then they just got rid of her, I don't know. I'm not sold on losing her just yet. Not only dicking us around with having her in and then getting rid of her, but it wouldn't have an impact, She's only been plopped back into the story. And if they killed her off, I don't think I would care, I'm on third shift, man. I'm freaking up. I'm fucking up my super chat comment. But I see what you're saying, though. Into the Night is a Netflix original series, not the Joel Edgerton movie. It's a cool post-apocalyptic show. Check it out. Friday the 13th in 2020. Dear God. Yeah, bro. All right, let me shut this down. I will pull it up right now, though. The old movie I'm talking about is the same shit, though, right? Like the Joel Edgerton. That was still called Into the Night, wasn't it? Maybe I did see the preview and I thought it was the Into the Badlands. Fuck no, brother. Into the Night. Oh. Into the Night. It has an airplane. Is that the one? 60% match. Well, apparently Netflix is saying I might not like it. That's what she said. All right. Overnight flight scrambles to outrace the sun as a mysterious cosmic event wreaks havoc on the world below. Is it from another country?
Unless we get out of here, the sunrise.
It fucking is.
We just have to make sure we keep moving west. Try to remain calm. I promise we'll find a solution.
Why do voice actors have that same type of, and they don't do it for some of them. For some of them, it sounds the same. They all sound the same. I think that's what gets me with dubbing over in English. It sounds like they use all the same voice actors, and it all sounds like everyone's using a fake voice. We will get him. We will go down to the stairs and we will find that bitch. I promise you this. And it's like, what the fuck? That's not a real voice, bro.
How much longer do you think we can keep doing this?
We need to trust each other, right?
Where are we going?
Into the night.
Roll credits. Well, it doesn't look all that exciting, I'll be honest, but I will check it out. And it better have lips like pillars, I tell you that, because it doesn't seem too interesting. Not to squelch the anticipation for it, but I didn't really care for Lake Mungo, but that's just me. Is that one on Netflix too? Oh no, that was on... No, what one's on Prime? Where's Lake Mungo? How do you even say that? Is that Mungo? Mungo. That's racist. Netflix. Lake Mungo. Get out of here. Lake Mungo. Nope. That's a nope. What was that other one? C. Alright, so only one of them is on Netflix. No, I don't want fucking Hulu. Get out of here, bitch. Let me put on Amazon Prime. No, get the fuck out of here. Let me look at C. Alright, C is not in Amazon Prime. Someone said one of them. I think it was Lake Mungo. Lake Mungo. There we go. 2008. And it's not on Amazon Prime. What the fuck, bro? Somebody said, I'm not renting that bitch for $4. Let's watch the trailer. Someone said it was on Prime. I'm gonna find you. Let me see this shit. Fucking around.
I got a call.
I think it's on Prime. Oh, you're lucky. You said I think it's on Prime.
Alice is missing and presumed she'd have to take, so I actually called Alice's mobile. I just maybe wanted to see hope it was a joke or something. I don't know.
It's a real shock.
No more crossovers. I agree.
It didn't really feel like it was real.
It comes at night. Oh man, see that?
Same as always.
It-
But people were
wait.
saying Alice had drowned.
What is the other one? Into the Night. And then It Comes at Night. Yeah. I screwed that up.
I remember we had the porch light on.
This is one dull trailer. Oh, that's... Amazon does this from time to time where they will take a they'll take like a random 1 minute snippet from their movie and they'll put it on as the trailer. And then you click on trailer and you're watching this boring 1 minute from something. After Dark Lake Mungo? What does that mean? No, I don't know. Lake Mungo trailer. 10 years? Oh, yeah, it's been 2008. Yeah, damn. So it's like a documentary style. I don't know. I might check it out if it's free. I'm not paying $4 to rent that, though. All right. All right, guys. Does anyone know where I can buy the latest episode and watch it for free? Why would you ask about buying it and then watching it for free? Oh, you must mean like outside of AMC Premiere, right? Don't they sell them still on Amazon Prime? I could have sworn. I used to always get them there when I did reviews and I needed clips. Just go to Amazon Prime. Where the fuck is Amazon Prime? Unless they did a deal with someone else. Let me look. Fear the Walking Dead. Fear the Walking Dead, Season 6. Yeah, you can get them on... Well, no, wait. Yeah, you can buy an episode for $2.99 on Amazon right here. Fear the Walking Dead, Season 6. Bang. Whole season for $33. You can get episode 1, 2, 3, and 4 right now, which doesn't make any... Oh, that's right. After tonight, you'll be able to get episode 5. You have to wait till like 6 in the morning. Same thing with World Beyond, I think. World Beyond. No, you can't even get World Beyond. I'm not sure. All right, guys. Have a good night. Make sure you be safe. Lake Mungo is listed on Prime as After Dark Lake Mungo. Is that it? Because I saw 2 of the listings. I'll check it out. Grandma Spin is headed off to bed. Unsolved Mysteries. I'm going to bed too. Oh shit, that's right. My daughter's first day of school tomorrow. I gotta go to bed because I gotta get up extra early. Have you ever heard of the Breaking Bad remake? It's in Spanish. Yeah, I heard of that. It's ridiculous. It's almost done scene by scene. Yeah, I saw parts of it. Outside of AMC because the episode isn't available on YouTube. Outside of AMC, I don't really know, bro. They were basically saying they found a way to cure reanimation of death. In other words, they found an eternal life elixir. Who's saying that? Thank you for the stream. Have a good night, everyone. Well, thank you very much for stopping by, guys, and thank you very much for all the support so far with Doomsday Kingdom for those who have jumped aboard. Tomorrow is the day I'll get the books. Look at that. Someone had to have ordered a... I'm surprised that's not sold out yet. Yo, peep this. I might end up buying this. Someone might have ordered... What the fuck did you... Who? No, maybe we had a couple people put in an order because it jumped up to 120, so that means 2 people had to have put in orders. But I might end up ordering this soon, if one of y'all don't soon, because there's one left, and it's a head sketch, and there was only, was there only like 15 or 20 of them available? I forget. But I saw the artist doing these sketches, and they're freaking awesome. Hold up, let me show you if I still have it saved. The one he did the other day was... Oh, yeah, check this out. It's even better. Let me make this bigger. Come on. Oh, you whore. Undo resize, bro. Come on. Oh man, you did it to me again, you bitch. Undo resize. Get out of here. I got a little fly zipping in through that open window. I gotta shut it. Yeah, so the artist put together this one. Oh, you're not gonna see it good, but it is mad detailed of the rider. Oh, bummer. Yeah, can you see it there now? Mad detail. So this is an example of one of the head sketches he did. There's the rider. He did another example of one of the zombies during a live stream. It looks okay in the thing, but you got to see it, in person, not the way I'm showing it to you, because it looks crisp. But anyway, so that's Doomsday Kingdom. It'll be here tomorrow. On Tuesday, I'll upload a video showing you guys. Make sure to be safe. And there's something else coming up I was going to give you a heads up about. I don't know. Just be safe, and I'll see you this week with a couple of updates now that the book is in. We're going to have like some Doomsday Kingdom updates. So I'll see you Tuesday for that one specifically. All right, guys, have a good night, and thank you for all the support. I'm off to bed.